Hey guys, today is kind of like the first video in the series. If you missed the previous one, I went over my physique update and all of my measurements for this bulk that I'm going to be doing into all of my vacations. So a lot of you said you wanted to see a full day of eating, and I haven't done one in a really long time because it's kind of hard to film these during the school year. But my day today isn't too hectic. I have to do a project which is due today because time management apparently does not exist, and I was in DC all weekend, which is usually when I would do something like that. So why am I like this? What I usually do during the week for food is I try and get like all of my calories in before I go to the gym. I'm not tracking, I'm not doing macros or anything like that, but I do look at the calories of every single food that I put in my mouth. So I'm going to be having 2 of these Nature Owns buns. Usually I'll use bread. I'm making avocado toast, but these have so many more calories, and these are at my house. So there's 130 calories per one bun, so that's 260 for 2 of these bad boys. And then I'm going to have an avocado, so this is like a medium-sized avocado. And then I'm also going to have 2 eggs. I'm going to scramble them and add Old Bay. So this is like what I basically eat for breakfast almost every single day if I have avocados. Avocados are expensive, but you have so many calories in a single avocado, so I definitely think it's worth it. So the finished result is about 670 calories. So I'm back in my apartment now. It is 12:45 and I'm about to make some lunch. I am getting my hair done soon. Let me know if you guys think I should do body wave or just go back to straight. This was the Brazilian curly, I think. It was like a water wave, but I'm going to have some lunch. So I don't eat meat if you were not aware. So I am going to have some of the Gardein beefless ground, and there's 110 calories per 3/4 a cup. And I usually have 3/4 a cup to a cup of this. So I don't have too many soy products a day. I usually just have 1, and then everything else will be like vegetables, and I'll get my protein from other sources. I don't need tons of protein. I probably have like 80 grams of protein tops a day. That's what personally works for me. And then I'm going to have some brown rice. So I just have 1 of these ready to go brown rices, and in a serving size it's just 1 cup, and you have 240 calories. So that is pretty basic for a cup of rice. Jasmine rice has a little bit more. I think it's a little bit closer to 300, but I'm gonna have some brown rice with my fake meat, and then I'm also going to have some veggies. So you have 30 calories in 3/4 a cup, which is probably how much I'm gonna use because it only has 6 grams of carbs and 2 grams of protein. So this is gonna go along with that. I usually have veggies once or twice a day. It really depends on like what I'm eating that day, but this is like a go-to for me. I love my stir fries. And then I'm also going to have some pesto aioli with that, just to increase my calories a little jump. So this has 170 calories per tablespoon. So you have 18 grams of fat, 1 carb, and less than 1 gram of protein. So the majority of my diet is very, very high fat and moderate carb and like lower protein, as you'll see throughout this video. That's personally just what works for me. I used to work really, really well on a very high carb diet. I was eating almost 350 grams of carbs a day with like 40 grams of fat, but now I'm like the opposite. I'll eat upwards 100 grams of fat a day, and I'll have like 250 grams of carbs and like 80 grams of protein. So I've like messed with my calories based on like how my body has changed. So just try everything. That's what I tell everyone. So if you're having issues, then you could try tracking macros, tracking calories. That's what worked for me. That's the only reason I know all of this stuff that I know now, and it's the only reason why I'm able to eat intuitively like this, because I understand what my body needs in order to grow. So I'm gonna take my vitamins. So the vitamins that I take are the same ones I've been taking for a while. It's the multivitamins for her. I take 2 of them, and this is 25 calories for them both. And then I also take B12 because I don't eat meat and I don't eat much seafood. I don't get B12 from like anything besides vegetables. So I'm super deficient in this, and most people are who are vegan or don't eat meat. So I just take 2 of these a day. You're really just supposed to take 1 because it's 2,500 milligrams, but I take 2 and I feel better taking 2. So let's just hope I'm fine. So I'm usually not this bad at not getting my stuff done on time, but this project that I'm supposed to do, there's absolutely no possible way that I can finish it before class. So I'm working on other stuff because basically we have to create a newsletter design. So it has to be 4 pages, front page, inside spread, and back cover. 5 or more short articles, which you would just get from online. It doesn't have to be stuff that you wrote. A masthead, photographs, an infographic that I have to make myself, headlines, pull quotes, other graphic elements, and then I have to do coloring, and I want it to look good. Like, I really want it to look good, so I'm going to email my professor, and I'm going to ask for an extension. I don't know what my excuse is going to be. Maybe I'll say I'm sick. Maybe we won't go to class. Stay tuned to find out. So normally I would like to have some oats in my smoothie, but I don't like to have fiber before the gym for obvious reasons. It's like if you were to eat prunes before the gym, it's just never really like a great idea. So I'm just using this pack of mixed fruit from Walmart because it's super cheap. I think this was like $2 and you get 16 ounces of it. So in 1 cup you have 70 calories, so I'm gonna have about a cup. There's 16 grams of carbs and less than 1 gram of protein. And we've got pineapple, strawberries, mangoes, and peaches in here. I just kind of like line it up with the thingy on here. So this is about a cup, maybe a cup and a half. Try not to get too crazy. We'll say it's like 100 calories. And then to add even more calories, sometimes I will add some sugar. I know that sounds a bit uncalled for, but in each teaspoon, you have 4 grams of carbs. So this is why I have cavities, in case you're wondering. I have a crazy sweet tooth, and this is something that stops me from eating candy 24/7, so I'd rather just put sugar and fruit and get my sugar from stuff like that instead of getting it from Sour Patch, which is what I actually want. And then I'm having some almond milk with, this is the vanilla unsweetened, just the Wise brand. And in 1 cup you have 2.5 grams of fat, 1 carb, 1 gram of protein, and that is 30 calories. So usually just eyeball it. So add about 2 cups of that. And to add more calories to your smoothies, you can have oats, you can have peanut butter. Peanut butter has tons and tons of fat, so you can get your calories up very, very quickly if that is something that you want to do. I always recommend smoothies to people who have a hard time increasing their calories because it's like you're drinking something, so it's a lot easier to consume it and not fill up as quickly as if you were eating like a bowl of veggies and rice or something. So definitely try that out. I do have a video with some of my favorite meals. I'll have like a card on the screen. It's kind of old, but it's still stuff that I love. And I have my smoothie recipe in there that I think has 800 plus calories. I'm about to head to the gym, so I just poured the rest of my smoothie in this little blender bottle here. And I'm going to take my supplements. So I'm only taking 2 right now. And I do 1 scoop of glutamine, and then I do 1 scoop of creatine. And I just take these to the face like a shot with water before I lift. This is my before I get to the gym outfit because I try and wear normal clothes if possible. We're not going to class. We emailed my professor, so we'll see what his response is and whether or not he believes my story, but we're going to be working on that when we get back from the gym because I still have to do it. home now, so I'm going to have a snack. So I'm just gonna have some chips. This is the Walmart brand chips, and the calories for these bad boys is 160 per 24 chips. That's a serving size. Total fat is 10 grams, 15 carb, and 1 gram of protein. So I'm probably gonna have like 2 servings of this so I can get some calories in. And also because I'm not hungry for dinner, I just want some chips. I'm not even gonna try to explain myself.